Hi everyone, my name is Kewal Shah. I'm the Senior Manager, Partner Solution Architecture team, focusing on Oracle apps. In my role, I work closely with the IBM Modernization team, helping our customers in their modernization journey. And today, we are joined here by Troy Mitchells from Connectria.
Thank you, Kewal. So my name is Troy Mitchell. I am the Vice President of Channel and Alliances with Connectria. Connectria is a premier AWS partner with 25 years of IBM hosting and managed services experience, with a very strong focus on IBM modernization with AWS. So as we kind of start this discussion today, Kewal, I think one of the biggest things that presents the challenge for a lot of customers is what's going on in their data center and what are some of the challenges they're facing with getting out of that data center?
Sure. We often hear from our customers that platforms, specifically like IBM, is a highly specialized platform. And to manage a highly specialized platform like IBM, you also need a specialized skill set. And as we know, that skill set is a rarity today, especially in today's day and age. So that's definitely one of the most important challenges that our customers are facing. Secondly, we also hear from our customers that with ever-evolving business needs, they would like to interject some agility into their systems landscape so they can keep on with these everyday new business challenges that pop up. We also have a challenge with the technology proprietary nature of IBM. A lot of our customers find it very hard to migrate a platform like IBM to a modernized landscape like AWS. We also hear from our customers that it is not their core competency to manage a data center. Hence, they're often at a crossroads whether to just choose and improvise upon their existing hardware landscape and just refresh it with a new version and keep on supporting the business as they've been doing it for years now.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So that is, in a nutshell, I think I summarized a few challenges that we've heard from our customers. But today, in today's session, I'm sure our audiences would like to know what offerings does Connectria have to help on this modernization journey for our customers, please.
Yeah, okay, very good. You know, so IBM, obviously, there's a lot of customers who have IBM in their data centers and trying to figure out what to do with that system as they exit a data center or face some of the challenges you've highlighted, starts for us with an assessment, right? So I think when we talk about engaging an AWS customer and trying to figure out what are we going to do with that IBM environment, it starts with assess and then moves to modernization. Okay. This assess process, as we go in and look at a customer's IBM environment, there's a lot of different things that we're going to consider in terms of business value and technical value in looking at the right pattern to move that environment out of the data center, okay? In many cases, it starts with rehosting, where we're going to look at moving an IBM environment out of the data center and into an environment without requiring any changes to that operating system and or application space. So very low risk and very cost effective. In some cases, we're going to look at replatforming, right? So that'll be an application where maybe there is an opportunity to rehost and make minor tweaks to that environment to realize some of the benefits of cloud in the process, right? Or maybe even some of the benefits of a hybrid solution in the rehosting space. The other solution is we may look at an application and say the right path forward is to refactor this application and convert some of this code to cloud native solutions in AWS to drive business value and transformation in this process. And then, in some cases, you may take a total step back and look at rewriting, kind of what is the art of what's possible in AWS by looking at all cloud native services and capabilities to really transform the business around what application or business value was being delivered from this IBM environment. And finally, I know you were going to cut me off, but you can't do it until we talk about retiring applications, because in some cases, those applications absolutely just need to be retired. They've run their life and it's not worth the investment or the ROI to get off of them. So those applications may run out in either a hybrid solution or in the data center environment and just retire them.
So let me ask you this, based on your experience, what does a typical customer journey looks like?
Yeah, for many, going back to that assess process, A lot of it's going to depend on that application suite and what makes the most sense for them from a technical and business value. For many, that hybrid first step is a very simple first step with, like I mentioned before, low business risk. And what we do in this environment is we look at a monolithic kind of an IBM, environment or application, and we say, what's it going to look like when we move it to hybrid? Because connected to all of this IBM environment is a lot of x86, running the application layer or the interface with the users. And so we'll look at moving the IBM directly to an IBM Cloud run in Connectria's data center so that there are no changes required when we migrate this. And at the same time, we'll move this x86 workload into AWS, and they're connected via low latency direct connect with sub 2 millisecond latency, right? So what was running in the on-prem environment is now running in a hybrid environment where the customer is also benefiting from resiliency and scalability, really looking at some of the elasticity benefits of being in a hybrid and a cloud solution. And so fundamentally what they're doing is looking at that IT box of running the business and checking that box, right?
Okay. So now that the customer is at the hybrid stage, what does the onward journey to the modernization phase looks like?
Yeah. Well, we mentioned this monolithic kind of IBM environment, and let's just take a look at it again. In that IBM environment, there could be a lot of different services running, right? Those could be things like payroll or logistics or manufacturing. These applications running that are core to the business, but some of them can be peeled off and modernized in AWS. Whether it is refactoring that application, moving to a SaaS application that does something similar or better, or rewriting it for AWS, these types of applications can be peeled off, or these services, and moved to AWS to transform the business, which is what's really exciting about doing some of this, right? Again, they're still in a very robust operating environment. They can test some of this and make sure that it's a very safe play for the business before making that modernization move.
Got it. From what I hear from our discussion, it's by taking this modernization journey, a customer is really on a transformation path for a true business transformation. And we here at AWS strive to enable the business transformation for our customer. But every business transformation, like you mentioned, starts from the first step, which is assess.
That's correct. And not every IBM environment is the same, so the shoe doesn't fit everyone, right? You really need to look at that individual footprint and see what that right end state might be, because in many cases, we may look at this and go straight to AWS with complete rewrite, refactor, or we may look at it here and finish the process by moving, this total end state to AWS, right? So yeah, it varies, and it's going to depend on the customer environment.
Got it. Well, so that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in and staying with us on the IBM modernization journey to AWS.
Thank you.
And thank you, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.